Hello and welcome back to the Meribel Valley Snow Report with me, Caroline. It's March the 25th. I'm down at the showdown in Meribel and spring has very definitely sprung here. It's plus 6 degrees here at the showdown this morning and the snow is gradually transforming into spring snow. That means it's snow which has been transformed by a freeze-thaw cycle each day. So after a cold night, the pieces can be a bit hard first thing in the morning. They soften up beautifully during the day, and on warm afternoons the snow can get quite slushy. Now you can enjoy absolutely gorgeous skiing conditions in spring snow. The trick is to hit the right pistes at the right time of day. For that you need an intelligent strategy and a bit of local knowledge, which is what I'm going to try and pass on to you now. I personally think it's a good idea to start out a bit later in the morning. No point being on first lifts at 9 if the snow's a bit hard. After this weekend, when the clocks go forward, of course, it'll take an additional hour for the slopes to start to soften up. Ideally you want to start on slopes which have had some morning sun, so here in the Meribel Valley that means skiing on the Tuniet side of the valley, or hop up the Sullier lift and ski in the Courchevel Valley on runs like Creux and Marmotte, which gets the morning sun. When this snow starts to get a bit too soft, that's when you move to the other side of the valley, the Sullier side of the valley, which gets the sun a little bit later on in the day. It's also worth checking out north-facing slopes because obviously these are less affected by the freeze-thaw cycle, I beg your pardon, and they tend to keep better snow on them for longer in the season. It's worth sticking to pieces which have been groomed, and you can check each morning which pieces have been groomed overnight. You'll find it on our website under the lift status button, or down here at the showdown you can check out the illuminated map which shows each piece that's been groomed. On very warm and sunny days, it's worth skiing over lunchtime when the snow tends to be at its very best, then having a late lunch on a terrace somewhere in the sun. And if at the end of the day your legs are tired and the snow's getting a bit heavy, that's when it's a good idea to take the gondola lifts back down into the resort. Off-piste we have some beautiful spring snow developing. This is something that you do need to have a bit of expert knowledge to time it just right. It's well worth taking an instructor or a guide. The off-piste risk is only 1 out of 5 at the moment, and it's ideal skiing conditions for people who want to try a bit of off-piste skiing who haven't done it before. I'll leave you with a few stats. The snow depths are excellent for this time of year. Here in Meribel there's 190 centimetres at the top of the runs, around 75 centimetres here at La Showdown at the bottom. There are only 2 closed pistes in the whole of the Meribel Valley. Those are the 2 runs below the resort, Village and Raffort. And finally the forecast is for rather mixed weather over this Easter weekend. Some sun, some cloud, maybe the odd spot of rain and a little bit of snow as well. That's all from me. I wish you a very happy Easter.